So guys, I've just got in from watching the West Ham game against Manchester United, first game of the season, and it didn't start well for us. I actually went into this game with a bit of confidence that we could have been able to draw out a result, maybe get a point, possibly go on to win. You know, we made some good signings. Some of the results from yesterday put me in good spirit. I thought we could have gone and played well and maybe picked out a point, but no, didn't end up that way. As my computer's picking some stuff up, an update available, I don't care. Looking at a few things, 4-0. First off, I don't think we deserve to lose 4-0. I thought we started off pretty well. We didn't concede early, which is quite a shock for us. You know, we're quite bad at conceding early. Pre-season didn't go so well for us, so you know you could probably say that this scoreline was expected, but I didn't think that we deserved to lose 4-0. You know, I don't think we deserved to get a point out of the game, but 4-0. It was when Martial came on, he got a goal, got an assist, and Pogba ended up scoring the last goal. Unsurprisingly, Romelu Lukaku scored for us. I wished scored against us, because he always does. We managed to keep him quiet in his last game for Everton, but couldn't keep him quiet today. Bagged 2 goals. His first goal was a brilliant finish after a brilliant pass, and his second goal was a typical Lukaku goal, the header from a free kick. I don't know why Masuaku was marking him. Winston Reid definitely should have been on him, but he wasn't, and he pointed to the bottom corner. And then 2 more goals late in the game, and we ended up losing 4-0, which I don't think we deserved. We didn't deserve a point or anything out of it, but 4-0 was a bit much, I thought, anyway. Some of the positives out of the match, though. The new signings look pretty good. I couldn't put Joe Hart at fault for anything to do with the goals. Maybe the 4th goal possibly could have got to it. You know, it wasn't the best shot from Pogba. Couldn't do anything about the first goal that came in off the post. The header, couldn't really do anything for it. And Martial's goal, he came out, made himself big. Martial touched it underneath him. Hernandez, you know, he didn't have much to play off of. We didn't make enough attacking chances. Hernandez, he was a bit couldn't do much. He was coming too deep, I thought, at times, to try and pick up the ball, because he was getting a bit frustrated that we couldn't get forward. He got a pretty good shot off at the end, which went wide. We only really forced out one good chance, and that was at the end of the first half, with Fernandez hitting it straight at De Gea. Maybe he could have left it and Ayew could have scored, but you know, hindsight's 2020. I just felt that we didn't deserve the 4-0. Arnautovic looked pretty good on the ball. His set pieces weren't very good. His delivery was quite poor today, but he's not going to be on set pieces when Lanzini's fit, so you know we can't really say much about that. His overall game was alright. Zabaleta looked really good. It's good to actually have a right back playing for once. That was good. Really confident with Zabaleta. Hopefully he's going to be a good player for us. Also Declan Rice, when he came on off the bench, he played really, really well. You know, he reminded me of a bit like a Pirlo, even though I thought Declan Rice was a centre back, but he came in, played in holding midfielder, similar to Oxford a couple of seasons ago when Oxford played really well against Arsenal. Declan Rice came on and he was just picking up the ball. He was coming into the pockets, picking up the ball and releasing it quickly. You know, he was doing really well when he came on. Maybe he deserves a start next week against Southampton. We'll have to wait and see. But I thought he was really good when he did come on, and hopefully he's not going to turn out like Reece Oxford did. You know, when he done really well when he first came into the equation, and then he just stopped playing. Hopefully Declan Rice, you know, is going to get a good chance in the first team. I think that is the plan. That's why he's not gone out on loan. That's why we've kept on hold of him to come in and play a squad rotation role. But it's quite clear that we did miss the players who would easily be in the starting lineup. You know, we missed Lanzini hugely today. We didn't have anything creative going forward. Same with Mikel Antonio. We didn't have him. You know, he's a huge player for us, and he's out injured, as well as Chiarte. You know, Pedro Obiang didn't play too well today. Mark Noble didn't either, and neither did Fernandez. Really, our entire midfield was lacklustre. but with the potential signing of Carvalho, Lanzini, and Antonio coming in, Chiati coming back in, the three midfielders we played today could potentially not play in a couple of weeks. When Lanzini's fit, he's going to come in to replace Fernandes, and potentially Chiati and Carvalho could replace Noble and Obiang. But still, we missed the players that were there. You can just tell that our squad's not that good in depth. We had 5 defenders on the bench, well, maybe 4 if Declan Rice isn't going to play in defence, but that's 4 or 5 defenders and a goalkeeper and Sacco. That was our bench. We had nothing coming off the bench today. It was quite bad to see. We've had a whole transfer window, and yet we didn't have any threat coming off the bench at all. It's quite strange, really. It's quite strange to see that. Anyway, but one of the problems was our defence was poor, and Slaven Bilic doesn't have the bollock to drop Ogbonna or Reed. I don't think he's going to drop them for the next game, even though James Collins and Font could easily come in for Ogbonna. Ogbonna had a terrible game today. Reed didn't cover himself very well. Masuaku looked alright. He came off in the end for Creswell, maybe to just give Creswell some minutes. But nonetheless, our defence was poor. We need to sign a centre-back. We need to, because Winston Reed and Ogbonna, they know they're going to make the team. Bilic is always going to play them over Collins and Font when everyone's fit. Maybe next week we're going to go for a 3 at the back formation. Who knows? Maybe try Zabaleta and Masuaku as wing backs. That's potential. But one thing's clear: we need to sign a centre back. Fork out the 12 million for Chris Smalling. Just do it. Get him in the team. And the final positive from this match was that we're bottom of the league. It can only get better from here. We've lost 4-0. It can only get better. We've got Manchester United out of the way. One of the hardest games of the season, potentially, and we've got it over and done with now. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to try and do a video like this after every West Ham match this season. See how it goes. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. And hopefully for the next West Ham reaction. And we will be talking a bit more positive.